What's up? Welcome to Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. Got another watch for you guys. I turned the lights off in this little corridor that I'm in. It's over here by the what's left of the Lynnhaven fishing pier, but got this for you today. Normal stuff, warranty cards, all that kind of stuff. Let me take this out and take all the plastic out and show it to you.
Just comparing the watch to Monster that I recently reviewed, you guys can see the differences in the sizes there and how they kind of compare side by side.
So a big question is, will the watch go underneath the cuff of a dress shirt? So let's try that real quick. So just pull the watch up over the cuff of my dress shirt. You can see it will go under the cuff. I have 6.5-inch wrists. You can kind of see how far it goes under the cuff. Kind of give you a better idea. I'm normally not a suit and tie guy, but I have a wonderful group of passengers who belong to a Jehovah's Witness. I guess they call it a congregation in Newport News, Virginia. Shout out to those folks. There's a couple of them there, but there's a particular one. Shout out to those folks. I myself am not of that particular belief, but they're wonderful customers. So. And they've invited me inside to their service. The services is nice, and I figured I'd wear a suit today, because normally I wear a nice polo and dress pants and dress shoes when I'm driving the bus. But figured I'd actually put a suit and tie on today, you know. But anyway, yes. So it will go under the cuff of your suit or dress shirt. And again, I'm not a suit and tie kind of guy normally, but take this opportunity since I'm wearing one to show you that, yeah, it'll do it no problem. It's thin enough that it'll do it no problem. Now, if you excuse me, let me get this tour bus on down the road, pick up these passengers, get them to Richmond, Virginia safely, and of course get them back to 757 safely. Support your local tour bus companies, thank you. And I still am involved with the local bicycle industry a little bit. Support your local bicycle shops. Now on with the rest of the video here on Atlantic Ocean Watch.
Alright, let's do underwater performance, and as usual, no ingress, no problem. Let's also do underwater night performance. Night performance is unfortunately not great at all. It does glow, but it doesn't glow bright really at all. There are better options out there. Ice cream performance is very important on this channel. Ice cream performance, no problem. Little island, park fishing pier, Sandbridge Beach, Virginia Beach, no problem. The watch is very, very comfortable with the NATO strap. It's hardly irritated my very sensitive skin on my 6.5-inch wrist. I have eczema, and it hardly irritates it at all. So that's a good thing if you happen to have eczema like I do. This past several months has been the worst I've had it, but the watch has not been irritating it hardly at all. This is the USS Yorktown in Charleston Harbor. If you guys want to see more about Yorktown, go to my secondary channel called Just Go. I'll leave a link in the video description. Just Go on YouTube, where I share some of my adventures traveling because of the tour bus industry and also because of the bicycle industry that I'm involved with. Just Go on YouTube. Link in the video description. And now Fort Sumter for our nation's national anthem, as I helped raise the flag not long ago at Fort Sumter nearby Yorktown in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina. I'm also Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok and Instagram. I'll leave links to that in a video description. Mountain bike performance, no problem. The spring bars for the NATO strap held up to the rigors of mountain biking, no problem. I almost crashed a couple of times, brushed myself up against some of the trees, and the watch stayed on my wrist. So if you're a mountain biker, drop it in, keep the rubber side down. You shouldn't have any problems at all with mountain biking or any mountain sports or any action sports with this timepiece. You can rest confident and be secure that this watch will hold up to what most of us are going to dish out. Please support your local bicycle shops. Thank you. Next up is going to be my final thoughts from the Basilica, or National Basilica of the Immaculate Conception in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. A beautiful, beautiful building. I think that for the money that's worth it, I think it has that, again, that 50 fathoms kind of style to it. And I think if you're looking for that kind of style on the cheap, on a budget, that this is one of the options you can find on AliExpress that might work for you. Obviously, if someone looks at your wrist and examines it closely, they'll see that it's not a 50 fathoms type or watch. That's like a homage, really, of kind of a, I don't know, kind of a loose homage, I guess. The underwater performance, I mean, it's, you know, you can swim with this and it's not going to be a problem. The loom is not that great.
on it. But again, a lot of these more vintage divers don't seem to have, the ones I've seen don't seem to have great loom. The strap is comfortable, easy. I like these squared off ones as opposed to some of the other NATO strap designs that are out there. This one works pretty well. I had some trouble with this little lip thing, little extra, but tucking it in, this shape here on the keeper holds it in place better than some of the more rounded ones, or even the plastic ones that are out there in some NATO straps. And I do like the fact that on the back of it there is an actual, I'm not going to take it off my wrist because you guys have seen the rest of my video, but there's an actual exhibition case back. I mean, you know, that adds to it. So I'm going to give this timepiece, for the last part of this review, I'm going to give it 3 clocks out of 5 clocks, because I like the old school style. I like the NATO strap, but I'm a loom freak and this watch does not loom that well. And also too, the date window is so small. You know, I'm 52 years old. I'm not as young as I used to be, and yeah, I like being able to see the date window, you know, so I can tell what date it is, because I do have situations sometimes where maybe my phone is not available and I want to look at the date or something like that. Few and far between, but it does happen. And you know, it's harder for me as I get older to see such a small window on this timepiece. And I think a lot of you watching this video can relate. You know, you're older now, and it's just harder to see on the timepiece, you know. And I think part of the, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I think part of the appeal that's still out there for some of the oversized watches is because if you're an old fuddy-duddy like me, you can't see like you used to, and the oversized watches make it easy to see. But of course, this is not even designed to be like that. It's not trying to be that, but it's just something I'm just thinking about. As I get older, I appreciate the smaller, more traditional size watches more than I used to, but at the same time, the giant oversized watches that are out there, from a more practical standpoint, because I can't see like I used to, still got great vision, can still drive a bus, as you all know, commercial license, all that stuff is good, +5 suckers, but still, I am not, you know, in my, what was it, mid-30s when I first started driving buses, transit buses and tour buses, you know. So yeah, but that's it. I'll give it 3 clocks out of 5. I'll still recommend to get it if you want more of a 50 fathom style timepiece on your wrist without breaking the bank. It still kind of has that look. And you still wear something, I think, dressy, but if it just had better loom and just didn't have that back plate on the bezel, and just if the date window was just a little bit bigger for me, and I think for many watching this would be, you know, 5 clocks as opposed to 3 clocks. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and support your local tour bus companies, because it helps keep me employed. Your local bicycle shops too, because it helps keep me employed too. So all right, y'all have a fantastic day. See ya.